Toro sent us this awesome Toro Power Max 26-inch snowblower. It's got a 26-inch bucket on it, and it's a 60-volt snowblower. It's electric, and we're going to put this together. So in this video, we're going to show you what's involved with assembling it. And as soon as we get some snow, we'll walk it through its paces, and we'll show you what it's all about. But this shouldn't be too bad. It's about 10 degrees out. I'm freezing my butt off, and let's get this done. So let's have a peek inside and see what's in here. And here's your instructions right there. On the box, usually tell you how to open it. So you're going to cut the end off right here with some scissors and flap it down, and you can walk your new machine out. There it is. There's a couple more boxes hiding out down here. These are probably batteries. Okay, so in the instructions, the first thing they want you to do is it looks as though this is a shipping bracket so that the chute stays safe and attached to the machine. It's not bouncing around in the box. So you got to remove this bracket right here by undoing these two bolts and these two bolts. And it looks like these two bolts get reused according to the instructions. So it's just pictures. There's not any words or anything to tell you. But that's what we're going to do, and that's what it looks like they want you to do. And looks like this gets discarded, and some of these two bolts right here, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to zip these off, and we'll get the chute attached. Okay, so I got a 3/8 socket right here, and I got a 7/16 inch wrench. There's two nuts at the bottom of these screws. Zip these off real quick. There's two. All right. I have a 7/16 socket to take these two screws out. Take these out, discard that bracket. So now we're going to take the chute, flip it around, and we're going to mount it to that bracket right there. Like that. Then you're going to reuse the two bolts that you took out of the transport bracket that was on here. Okay, then you're gonna cut your two nuts by hand. So we start the stuff by hand so you don't cross thread it. Got my 7/16 socket. I'm just going down easy with this. I'm gonna take my 7/16 wrench. Give it a couple turns. It's nice and snug. That's nice and snug. You don't have to crank down on these, you just want them snug. Okay, so next we're going to swing up and secure the upper handle assembly. And there's two bolts that it comes with a couple of nuts and some washers. So basically, you're going to swing up the handle and you're going to install the bolts with the washers just like this that come with the kit. You just pick up the handle assembly. And then you're going to put a washer on. And the washer has a curve to it. So you're going to put the curve with the handle curve. Catch your nut by hand. The top one. Let's go around the other side. So these nuts are a 1/2 inch. You need a 1/2 inch socket. So I have a 1/2 inch ratchet wrench, and I'm just going to make sure that these bolts are secure. So with that gun, my drill, I'm barely tightening these up. I'm going to tighten them up by hand. You don't have to kill them. Just make sure they're snug. Okay, that's good. I have two on the other side, same deal. One is two. Okay, those are good. Okay, so the directions say to connect the traction control linkage. The handle, the shift knob should be right here in this position all the way down. And then right here, the lever should be straight across, which it is, and this is how it was set up from the factory. So you're going to take the end here, take your cotter pin off, and you're going to put it through this hole, put your cotter pin in, and then we're going to connect it up to the handle in a second. Okay, so I took my cotter pin off, poked my handle through, and then push your cotter pin back in. There you go, give it a little tug, now you're nice and secure. So now the shift knob is going to go in this position, which I don't know why we just didn't start in this position anyway, because it's not hooked up to anything that I can see. Maybe it is. And then under here, here's the other end of your shift knob right here. So we're going to poke this through with a bracket right there. All right, so the hole's right there. Just going to spin this up a little bit so it lines up. Okay. Take my cotter pin out, side, poke it through the hole, put the other washer on the other side, and then put your cotter pin in. Okay, there you go, now you're locked in. Hey, I just wanted to mention something before I put the rest of the chute bit together. There is a couple cables. There's a cable here and a cable on this side for the controls, and they were laying on the ground. They weren't attached when it was shipped to me. So I had to swing the assembly back down for the handles, poke the cables through. There's a notch right here to slide the cable into lock into place on both sides. So if yours aren't connected from the factory, you might have to do that. So now we're going to finish up by installing the chute control rod. And you're going to have 3 bolts. These are 7/16 nuts on them. Got my socket here, my drill. Get these set up. Get these caught by hand. And you're going to grab the cable right here, and there's a bolt that goes through the cable too. Little bracket. And I'm going to zip these up. That one, and these 2 right there. That one. That one. I'm going to grab my wrench, and I'm going to make sure these are nice and snug. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. They also give you a little shovel to dig anything out of the bucket, like snow and stuff like that. And that's going to get installed right here. This just snaps into place and kind of hangs out right there. Okay, so we have our snowblower all assembled, and this is what it should look like when you're all done. So in here, where the batteries go, they just push in and pull out, hit this button to release them, and it'll take up to 3 batteries. There's another compartment right here. Here's the on-off key. You turn it on. There's your LED light, and there's an anti-clog chute. And here are your controls up here. Here are your hand warmers. Turn that on. There's a traction drive right here. And this is to activate the auger. There. This controls your speed, your forward and your back speed, the shifter right here. And here are your chute controls. You can direct the snow wherever you want to go. And that, my friends, is how you assemble your Toro Power Max electric snowblower. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I hope this video helped you out. And once it starts to snow, we'll walk this thing through its paces and you'll get to see it in action. Thanks.